What's up guys, this is Astranox, Showcase of Celeste in RTA. This hero is actually really good, and let me talk about her skills real quick. So skill 3, attack buff for herself, 30% healing, extra turn, 3 turn cooldown on this thing, 3 souls. Skill 2, AoE attack, 85% chance to CR pushback, 20% CR pushback. No cooldown if HP is 80% or more, which is completely insane, man, if you don't get hit. Speed imprint, very good to get as much speed as possible. Her stats, 291 speed. I got some of my best speed gear on her. She's got 128 base speed, so very easy to scale. 93% effectiveness seems to be good enough, right? Unless it's a support with high effect resistance. And her damage, well, it's not about her damage. It's about the CR pushback, the constant CR pushback. And with this artifact, you're able to get 10 souls every time that you use the skill 3 on a 3-turn cooldown. With her speed, she's able to cycle fast, and actually it's an extra turn, so it's a 2-turn cooldown basically. So the first battle, really cool battle right here. I am abusing speed, I'm abusing CR push for my team and CR pushback against the enemy team. So Celeste, man, don't even need Challenger Domino, but she's a great combo with C-Dom, of course. I'm not even going to show you guys that in this video. I'm going to purely show you guys, well, her damage, right? It's okay. She could be used as a hero that softens up the enemy team so you can activate Eliha's knife. That's actually pretty solid, something that you can do. You can use a hero to remove their immunity so you can CR pushback constantly if she doesn't take any damage. Now, of course, if they have a counter attack set, if they have Elbrus, you could be having some issues and she will take damage, which means you're not going to be able to spam that skill 2 and she might just go down because her survivability is not that great, even though mine is pretty decent. So man, this player is like, man, what is happening? He's just like throwing so much damage at me. And I got my boy Vildred, man, triple S. Actually, the stats of every hero besides Celeste is at the end of the video. And man, I've been having so much fun with this hero. And you know, with Politis, this is a hero that you're able to use to soften the enemy more. Like I can finish a Politis, I can start dealing damage versus her, I can use her with Assassin Sid, and together they can take out, right? They can take out like a Politis pretty easily. A Sage Bell and Season if they don't have Aureus Barrier, maybe if he's not that tanky. But the thing is, if she goes first before Assassin Sid, right? If you place your heroes so the speed memory imprint affect her more than Assassin Sid, then she goes, and then with the artifact you get 10 souls, and then you can soul burn Assassin Sid skill 3. Like there's some really cool stuff you're able to do with that. It's not all about like, yeah, get 100% crit chance, push your C-Dom, and that's all she can do. No, she can do much more, and throughout the battle just spamming that skill number 2, which I will be doing in this battle, so pay close attention to that. And I'm using Briar Witch's area to bait, of course, Celine here. Thankfully she's got the artifact, or maybe I just got lucky, right? So that's cool. And you strip their immunity, and then you can just like go ham with the skill 2 and push back their combat units. Like 85% chance to push back CR by 20% is very reliable, right? And the fact that skill 3 is basically a 2-turn cooldown, man, you're getting 10 souls throughout the battle, and by keeping that cycle going, it's very good because like I can soul burn my Fire Shuri or another hero, and I'm able to get way more CR than the enemy team. I'm pushing back their CR. Basically, I'm lapping them. I'm getting way more turns than they are, and it's very effective. If you're fighting a slower team, you can just like chip away at their health and eventually take them down before they can even get a turn. So if you're not fighting a team that has a bunch of like counter attack sets, Elbrus Ritual Sword, right, or counter attack built into their kit, then you could like last pick Celeste or pick her sort of like you know, in the middle or something like that. I would not first pick Celeste, of course, but like you don't need to open with skill 3. That's the thing. Like you don't need to open with that. Like there is a Celine there, right? There's a Politis. Like you can just open with skill 2 instead. And a lot of the heroes, you know, earlier leagues, they don't have immunity sets, so you can start to push back their CR pretty early on. So that's pretty cool as well. So it really punishes the enemy team if they don't have immunity set. And also, like, you can use her versus other players that like to play like CR push you know, they're going for heavy speed, and you got that 8 speed memory imprint to help you to get more chances to outspeed the enemy, or your gear level might be lower. But if you go first and they're squishy, man, it's going to be easy to take them out. And her damage is going to be much higher. Your whole team's damage is going to be much higher if they don't have Aureus, if they don't have barrier, they don't have multiple layers of protection, high defense, damage mitigation. They don't have that, then they're just going to melt like butter. It's going to be great. So you can see, like, throughout this battle, she was able to push back their CR and assist with gaining souls, like 10 souls every time she used skill 3. Actually, it's 13 souls, because skill 3 is 3 souls plus the artifact is 10. So that's a consistent way to just build souls throughout the battle. I don't know how she fares, let's say, versus an ambitious Tywin. Like, maybe you're going to be lapping them so much that you're actually going to be gaining quite a bit of souls throughout the battle, right? So a lot of pros with this hero, and you have to be smart about how you're picking her, right? Like I said, don't bring her versus a bunch of counter Elbrus and all that. So I'm taking a while here to decide who I'm attacking. I'm like, should I soulburn or not? I'm saving my souls for Fire Shuri so I can get CR push for my whole team twice, right? So, well, besides Shuri, because the CR pushing doesn't work for himself, but he's definitely an amazing hero. And you can see, like, I'm dealing a ton of damage with him, and he's on Sash Itane, and that is giving the whole team's CR when I'm killing someone. And Assassin Sid's getting 30% CR when someone dies. And I mean, like, my whole team has a ton of speed. Beside Fire Shuri, he's like low 200, but it doesn't matter. He's got the 14 speed imprint for the back line, and he's just giving so much CR, and I'm using Oxlot to push him. And I mean, it's working very effectively. Now this battle is gonna be quite rough, because this counter set Kayron is really, really annoying. And even if they have, like, they're really tanky, you're still able to grind them down. Of course, I have some pretty crazy speed gear, but I have that gear on heroes that have 128 base speed, right? Like, these are not heroes that have a low 100 base speed. These are heroes that scale very, very well. So I'm putting all that to good use. And even though my assassin said, look at this Kira, like, he's crazy, man. My assassin said, even though, right, he doesn't have that much attack and crit damage, he's still hitting like a truck, because his second multiplier is based on speed. So he deals more and more damage the more speed he has. He's getting attack buff. He's got defense break on skill 1. So Celeste went down. Like, I mean, this Kayron is so annoying with the counter. I'm like checking, man, what's happening? Like, this dude is so slow, and like, he's just laughing there. And, you know, like, I'm like, man, is he just gonna solo my whole team? Is this gonna happen? And I have evasion buff on skill 3 on my assassin. So I need to, like, get it going just before he goes, right? Because I don't want my Sid to, you know, go down 100% chance. I want to, you know, have a chance to evade his attack so I can, like, win this thing, right? So it's just counter non-stop. Like, it's ridiculous what he's able to do. So that's definitely a downside, right? When you have a lot of speed and you're lapping them hard, if they're on counter set, and like a hero like Kayron, like, he cannot go down because of that immortality, and I cannot strip that off of him. So that's definitely unfortunate. And man, it's working for him right there, right? Like, now it's gonna be a 1v1 scenario, and I need to get my evasion buff going on my Ace Sid, which I will do very shortly, the next turn. But yeah, the performance of Celeste has been great. Actually, I recalled my C-Dom to get MolaGora for my green Vildred, which I'm really hyped about, because I'm using him and I love the speed imprint. He deals so much damage, as you saw in the first battle, and he wasn't even with the speed buff. So yeah, he misses, but no, he says no, man. Like, that's devil triggers. It's over, baby. Oh my, I couldn't believe it. I just got stuck on this defeat screen. I was like, man, that just happened. That just happened, guys. He just counterattacked so many times, and he had to trigger the Dust Devil too. Are you kidding? And I evaded the first hit, but not the second one, though. Good lord. That was rough. I had to have this battle in there. These are the stats of the other heroes that I used. Let us know what you guys think about Celeste in the comment section. Have you used her in the past? Yeah, let us know your thoughts, or maybe some ideas. I'll definitely make more videos including herself. It's a lot of fun, guys, but that's going to be it for this one. If you're looking for an emulator to play FX7 or other mobile games on your computer, the one that I use personally is in the description of the video with the instruction on how to install it. That's it for this one. I'm Astranox. Good luck with all you do. Peace out for now.